Hey guys, how's it going? This is Tim, bringing you guys Daily Deals with Tim, where I talk about the latest news and deals on cryptocurrency, all for you guys. And before I begin, this is my personal opinion and not financial advice. And today, I want to ask you guys a question. Are the legacy cryptos or the legacy coins here to stay? And I want to get your input on this question. Now, what do I mean by legacy cryptos or legacy coins? Well, first of all, I'm referring to the coins that have survived for multiple years and have seen by the people as kind of like the original cryptocurrencies. Now, Bitcoin, it is the original crypto, but there are a couple others that have been survived throughout the history of cryptocurrencies, and a couple of them are like Ethereum, Litecoin, Ethereum Classic, Monero. I think that's about it as for right now. Now, I'm taking Ethereum out of the equation because I just have some, philosophical differences with Ethereum, coming from different, learning about Ethereum and the history of Ethereum and everything else around it. And there's just some problems with the security features or the security of the smart contracts. It kind of worries me, so I don't put a lot of my money into Ethereum. That's just my personal opinion. I know that there's a lot of people who believe in Ethereum, as they have the Ethereum Alliance, Enterprise Alliance, and they have a lot of good things going for Ethereum. But as for me, this is just my personal choice that I make. Also, I don't have any holdings of Monero either. Now, Monero is an interesting project. It focuses on privacy, and I believe it's with confidential transaction and some coin mixing. And in its innate state, it is private blockchain. I definitely want to do more research on it, and I'm thinking about maybe investing a little bit into it, but that's for later. But the coins that I'm going to focus for today is going to be Bitcoin, Litecoin, and Ethereum Classic. Now, are those three? I did invest into those three. I'm beginning to invest more into Ethereum Classic right now, especially with the announcement of Callisto and looking into the project and the developers and just the history and everything for Ethereum Classic. It seems to kind of fit together like a puzzle, and I'm leaning towards kind of favoring Ethereum Classic as well. But are these coins here to stay for the future, for the long term, 5 years, 10 years? I guess let's keep it at 5 years. Can these coins survive 5 years, and will they increase in value? As I do think these original kind of historical monumental coins, they are more of a store of value than all the other ones that have been coming out. Now, there's plenty of cryptos that are recently emerging and kind of booming. For example, like Cardano, Stellar, Neo, EOS, NEM, IOTA, Dash. There's a lot of, I guess Dash was kind of original too, because it did rebrand from Vertcoin, but I don't know too much about Dash history. But a lot of the newer emerging projects, they don't, at least from my opinion, their primary purpose is not a store of value, but they have a specific function behind them. However, for cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin or Litecoin, their primary purpose is a store of value and a transactional coin. I believe Ethereum Classic is kind of like a store of value as well, but one thing I don't know about Ether Classic is that does developer use Ethereum Classic to generate smart contracts like Ether, or does Ether Classic function a little bit differently? But I'd have to do more research on that. But all these original kind of monumental cryptos are more of seen as a store of value. And these store of values, I think they do have a lot of value in them because they have survived the history and they are marketed in the billions currently, and they continue to kind of progress not only in value but in developers, in different features. And yeah, it's as these original cryptos have a lot going for them. However, what I don't know is that will these emerging features and projects and technology, for example, like the third generation blockchain as said by Charles Hoskinson, or different smart contract platforms like Neo or EOS, where Neo is kind of going from the Chinese perspective, building a whole bunch of apps with a lot of support behind them, and EOS led by Dan Larimer, going for more of a I guess like website approach, something like Steemit. That's what I'm maybe visioning. But compared to these new technologies, will these original legacy cryptos survive? And will they stay in the top, or will they fade away, decrease in value, or will they kind of stagnate? Now, this is, and no one knows this question, but at least for me, I do think these cryptos are here to stay. Now, why do I think that? Well, one of the reasons is that not only have they survived, but philosophically, in their core fundamentals, these cryptos are very sound in that they are decentralized. I believe Bitcoin is the most decentralized, and Litecoin and Ether Classic is a kind of a hybrid decentralization because they do have a lot of influences from kind of main figures or developers. However, to a certain extent, all of these are pretty decentralized in my opinion, and they follow kind of like the original blockchain. I mean, Litecoin is very similar to Bitcoin, but for Ethereum Classic, it follows. It's similar to regular Ethereum, but Ether Classic has the devs have developed a new client with Scala. I believe that's a new computing language, and they have been audited by a security firm. So you kind of have this trust, at least an academic trust of the Ethereum Classic client. And whereas Ethereum, I believe it lacks in a lot of security features, as we have seen in many hacks throughout the years. I believe Ethereum Classic serves to be a little more secure and functionable platform in my opinion. That is for the future. I'm not sure whether a lot of apps will be built on Ether Classic, but I have a lot of hopes for these guys. And at least in my opinion, I think these legacy cryptos are here to stay, and that's why I continue to invest in them. And I just wanted to know what's your thoughts on these kind of legacy cryptos. Do you think these will continue to be on the top, stagnate, or kind of fade away while the new ones emerge? Personally, I think they're here to stay. But before I ramble more, I just want to inform you guys that I will be gone for maybe a couple weeks or even a month, because I do have some relatives coming over and I might have to take them to places and spend time with them, and I'm gonna be really busy with work and everything else, so I might be gone for a while. So yeah, if you guys have questions, please comment them below or put them below in the comments, and I'll be thinking of more social platforms where I can interact with you guys, with the viewers. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. If you guys like this video, this kind of content, like this video, comment below, and smash that subscribe button. Also, If you guys want to support the channel, check out the links below, and I'll really appreciate that. And as always, I'll bring you guys more deals on Daily Deals with Tim.